Friends, welcome to Abhivyakti India's Future Classroom. In the test of reasoning part 2 session, we will see the exercises on analogy. Here is the first question on the screen. The directions are given that in each of the following questions, there is a certain relationship between two given words. On the one side of this, and one word is given on the another side of this, while another word is to be found from the given alternatives having the same relation with this word as the words of the given pair bear. Choose the correct alternatives. In the first part, we have seen that there are different groups of the relationships. In the same way, here the words are given and you have to find the appropriate word from the given alternatives. Here is the first question on the screen, that moon is to satellite, then earth is to what? As we see, the relation between the moon and the satellite is that moon is a satellite. Then here we will ask the question, then earth is what? Since moon is the satellite, then earth is what? It should be the planet. So here the options are sun, planet, solar system and asteroid. Earth is not a sun, earth is not a solar system, earth is neither an asteroid. So what is earth? Earth is a planet. Since moon is a satellite, earth is a planet. Here is the second question. Forecast is to future. Forecasting means what? It talks about the future. The similar way, what is regret is to. When forecast talks about the future, the regret always talks about the past. So here the options are present, atone, past and scenes. Regret never talks about present. Regret never talks about atone. Regrets never talks about scenes. Regret that talks about the past, and so the C is the correct alternative. Third question is here that dog is to bark, then goat is to what? Dog that produces the sound of barking, that is dog barks. Then what goat produce the sound? It bleats. So goat bleats. So A option is the correct option. Goat doesn't howl, goat doesn't grunt, goat doesn't bray. Goat bleats, and therefore when dog is to bark, the relation is what? The sound produced by that animal. So dog produces the barking sound, so goat produces the bleating sound. So the first option is the correct option. The next question is, grain is to stalk. Stalk is a collection of grain. When the grain is collected, that is called as a stalk. Then what stick is to? When the sticks are collected, it means the relation is of the collection. It is collection relation. So grain is collected and that is called as stalk. Then what stick is collected is called as, whether it is called as a heap, whether it is called as bundle, whether it is called as collection, or whether it is called as string. So when sticks are collected, we call it as a bundle. So the B option is the correct option. Friends, Here is the next question, that is cobbler is to leather, then what carpenter is to? Since the cobbler uses the raw material as leather, means the leather is the raw material of the cobbler, so then what is the raw material of the carpenter? Definitely it is a wood. Wood is the raw material of the carpenter. Means here is the relation of the raw material with the worker. So cobbler's raw material is leather, so carpenter's raw material will be wood. Therefore furniture is not there, hammer is not there, chair is not there. So what will be the correct option? The correct option will be wood. Now here is another question. Giant is to dwarf. Giant means anything, something bigger, and dwarf means smaller. So it is what? Nothing but the antonymous word. So then genius is to what? Definitely genius means a brilliant person. So its opposite or antonymous will be what? Idiot. So C is the correct answer. Now the next question is, ocean is to water, then what glacier is to? Ocean is water, then glacier is what? It is not a refrigerator, it is not just a mountain, it is not a cave. Glacier is what? It is made up of ice. Ocean is made up of water, means ocean that contains the water. Then what glacier contains? It doesn't contain refrigerator, it doesn't contain mountain, it doesn't contain cave, but it contains the ice, and therefore the right option is B, that is ice. The next question is, sculptor is to statue, poet is to what? So statue is the product of sculptor, sculptor that produces a statue. Then what poet produces? Does it produces canvas? No. Does it produces pen? No. Does it produces verse? Yes. Poet produces the verses, and therefore the verse C is the correct option. Here is the next question, that is pesticide is to crops, whereas antiseptic is to what? Pesticide protects the crop from the insects, and then what antiseptic protects? Antiseptic protects the wound from the bacteria or from the germs. So here the correct option will be what? A, and that is wood. So clothing is not correct answer, because antiseptic does not protect clotting, antiseptic does not protect bandage, antiseptic does not protect bleeding, but it protects the wound from the germs, since pesticide protects the crop. So you have to see the relation between the first two words, and then you have to search for the fourth one. King is to throne. What is the relation of king and throne? King sits on the throne. Then what should be the relation of the rider? On what rider sits? Just ask the question. King sits on the throne. Then on what rider sits? Does rider sit on a seat? Does rider sit on a horse? Yes, he sits on a horse, but not on a horse, but he sits on a saddle, not on a chair. So the correct option will be what? C, saddle. King sits on a throne, rider sits on the saddle. Next is question is, Hong Kong is to China. It should be Hong Kong. Hong Kong is to China. Hong Kong is a city of a China. The relation between Hong Kong and China is what? That Hong Kong is a city of China. Then Vatican is to what? Then Vatican is the city of which state? So it is a city of Rome. So Rome is the correct option. So A is the correct option. So friends, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you might have enjoyed. So please like and share it with your friends. Thank you very much. Friends, you might have enjoyed this video. Then go to thumbs up button and click. Then go to share tab and share with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus and many more. And to get the updates right in your mailbox, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.